Right, F1 2022, no, F1 22 release day. As you can see, I'm in my office, and we're gonna react to the game coming out. So, roll the trailer. The future is here. Cody's and EA Sports. My screen is very bright, I can barely see it, but it's fine. F1 22 car. I can't wait for my team car. It's going to look so good with that. So good. Pre-order now. July 1st. Actually sooner than I was expecting. Oh, arrow video. No thank you. Okay. Absolutely nothing there. Just some fancy graphics, which is what I was expecting, to be honest. But we got a release date, July the 1st. With the Manager game, Manager 22, I was expecting this game to be pushed maybe even to late July or August. We're getting it pretty soon, so not bad. Let's go to the press release and see if there's actually anything new. I'm sure there will be. F1 22 race day reimagined with new cars, regulations, race options, and the introduction of the Miami Grand Prix. So I'm just reading this like on the fly. I haven't like read through this. This is my pure reaction to whatever is in this year's game. EA Sports and Codemasters are releasing EA Sports F1 22, releasing worldwide from Friday the 1st of July. In the biggest shake-up in over a decade, players will take their seats for the 22 FIA Formula 1 World Championship in the new hybrid cars, as overhauled rules reimagine the race weekend with the inclusion of F1 sprint races. So we're getting sprint races in the game. With a more competitive and unpredictable lineup, players will test their skills across the 2022 calendar, including the International Autodrome of the inaugural Miami Grand Prix. In another first, players will step into the glamorous world of Formula 1 with F1 Life, a customizable hub to show off their collection of supercars. The leaks were right. The leaks were right. Clothing and accessories earned via gameplay, podium pass, and the in-game brand store. Okay, we're getting some customization here. Big customization. You love to see it. So clothing, accessories, earned via gameplay, podium pass, and the in-game brand store. Players can pre-order the Champions Edition now. What's the Champions Edition? Right, so we got a comparison here between Champions Edition and the standard game. You get the base game. We'll get the game 3 days early with Champions Edition. Miami-themed content pack. I'm guessing like a livery, driver suit, helmet, gloves, etc. F1 Life starter pack. New My Team icons and 18,000 pit coins as opposed to 5,000. So the big one there is being able to play the game 3 days early. This is no secret to EA Games. They've been doing this with FIFA for years, so I'll definitely be getting on that hype. But get the game earlier, so you know it's there if you want it. But and now there's something called EA Play Pro. Play F1 22 at launch with an EA Play Pro membership. Is they're really milking the memberships now, aren't they? Go Pro to access the hottest new games. Is there really any benefit? Okay, 10% discount, and you get to play it early. Right, so that's that. So we can drive these supercars in the Pirelli Hot Laps feature. So I'm guessing they're working this into the career mode aspect. I was thinking it would be like Pirelli Hot Laps challenge, where over the course of the weekend you'll drive some supercars and have to do some challenges or something. I think it replaces like those, a few years ago we had to race classic cars as part of the single player experience. I imagine they'll supplement supercars into that in some way. So not only are we going to drive the supercars, we're actually going to buy them and own them and show off our collection. So there's a whole lifestyle aspect added to F1 2022 this year, which is very exciting. Can't wait to flex the supercars on everyone. Gonna get mummy's credit card out and have them all on day one. It'll be great. We look forward to welcoming our players to the new era of Formula 1, said Lee Mather. Alongside the real-world changes, we have updated the physics to accommodate the new aero rules and reworked the tyre model, making the handling more true to life. With new and updated circuits, adaptive AI, F1 Life, and expanded gameplay options, there has never been a better time for players to take their seats and live the life of an F1 driver. Adaptive AI. Does that mean they're going to learn? They're going to get better with time? That would be sick. Please tell me more. Oh, I've scrolled down and seen VR. Alright, the redefined race day allows players to customize their setup with new immersive and broadcast options that affect formation laps, safety car periods, and pit stops. Hello. So we'll get some fancy new camera options when it comes to that sort of stuff. That's going to be awesome and great for online league racing stuff. Select immersive and players will face risk-reward challenges, which could be the difference between a place on the podium or finishing outside the points. Broadcast takes the pressure off with controlled and authentic cinematics that keeps the players close to the action. For the ultimate immersive F1 experience, the new PC VR functionality via Oculus Rift or HTC Vive enables players to feel the drama from right inside the cockpit. VR is finally here, and it's taken them 13 games to do so, but it's finally here, so we can rejoice. For new and casual fans, the new adaptive AI keeps less experienced players competitive throughout each race, with opposing AI races tailored to match the skill level. Accessible menus and handling also return to help players get to the action quickly without the need to understand the complexities of the sport. Okay, so that sounds like an adaptive or a dynamic AI difficulty level that changes based on how quick you are or not. The refreshed practice programs offer more variety with new scoring systems and on-track visualizations. This helps players navigate each twist and turn to perfect before racing for all those important championship points. That's cool. They're still trying to make the single player experience flow that much better. I think quick practice programs are cool last year, so hopefully that's still a thing. But hopefully it'll mean we can just zoom through the practice programs a lot quicker. F1 22 also boasts enhancements to returning features, including My Team, allowing players to choose their starting budget on 3 entry points. Really? Newcomer, Challenger, and Frontrunner? Why wouldn't you just go for the higher budget? Guessing it's going to be a lot harder though if you go for Frontrunner. Oh wait, no. No, this chooses the kind of experience you want. If you just want to be, I guess, straight at the front and being able to have like easy access to a fast car, then you go Frontrunner. But if you really want the challenge, like I do, and I want to be like the poorest team in F1, I want to have the worst engine, the worst resources, have the slowest car, and really build your way up, we have to go Newcomer. So that's cool. We can choose the way that we start, whereas before it was fixed. We were like the second worst or third worst car. Now, if we go Newcomer, that should guarantee us being the slowest team in F1. And I really like that. Good job. The game also sees real-life updates to Australia, Spain, and Abu Dhabi to reflect the recent changes. Yeah, we were expecting that, to be honest. F1 22 also features its critically acclaimed 10-year career, complete with 2-player option. I think that's just 2-player career. For a second I was thinking that was My Team is a 2-player option, but I don't think that's a thing. Multiplayer is back for epic races against the global racing community. Multiplayer gets 1 sentence. It's okay. It's EA. EA, they care a lot more about online, so I'm expecting a bit more of online love in this year's game. Hopefully. And we'll hear about that later, I'm sure. But there we go. F1 22 rolls off the tongue. Nice and short, which is what we want to see. Graphics, well, the trailer looks amazing, as it would do. I'm excited. So you can play it on PS4 and PS5, guessing Xbox One and Xbox Series X, etc. So that was a question I had as well. So it's going to be on both the old gen and the new gen. PC should hopefully be unaffected, but I guess next year we'll see the true like next gen graphics without maybe the older gen games, older gen platforms of the game holding it back potentially. I don't know, but the graphics should be pretty bang on for a new F1 game. Right. What do we think, guys? That is very exciting. Supercars are actually in the game. We have the F1 Life system now, so customization. We might see some real-world behind the scenes of what the drivers get up to at non-race weekends, which is really exciting. And hopefully we'll see that in career mode, obviously, but will we see that in My Team? Will it be just a driver career thing? That remains to be seen. I'm really excited to see how they implement that in. No breaking point this year. I'm guessing that's running on like a 2-year cycle because it was 2019, 2021, and I'm guessing 2023 again. That's okay. It means they can flesh out the story a little bit more and focus on other areas of the game, really bolster the single-player experience when it comes to like My Team and stuff. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what supercars are in the game, how that's going to work. The leaks were originally it was going to be playable online, the supercars, but now I think it might just be single-player. If the leaks are to be believed, I don't really know. But it'll be interesting to see what actual cars are in the game. I'd love a car list of what we can go for. Obviously, I'm a big McLaren fanboy, so I can't wait to jump in some sporty McLarens around some racetracks and jump into some time trial. It's so sick that we've got real cars in the game as well as F1 cars. It's like my two worlds colliding there. Really, really sick. Sounds promising so far, and hopefully, I don't know, since it's a new era, new handling. Let's go back to the handling real quick. Okay, so they said that we've updated the physics to accommodate the new aero rules and reworked tire model, making the handling more true to life. I'm interested to see how the new tire model works with I'm guessing tire temperatures are going to work a lot different this year, hopefully, especially as we get deeper into career mode and stuff. I'd love to see, I talked about it the other day, but the introduction of like lockups and flat spots in the tires, actually ruining the tires for the rest of the stint potentially. But yeah, I'm excited to hear more. Obviously, they're just giving a taste, a teaser of what's to come with a lot of the features, and we'll dive deeper into it the further we get closer towards the game's release cycle. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys are excited for most with F1 22. Was there no mention of crossplay today, but it was part of the leaks. So when we get further down the line, we get to talk about online more. I suppose then we'll find out whether it's in or out for F1 22. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the game, guys. Not long to wait. Only, yeah, just over 2 months until the game's out. So quite a short release cycle before we get going for the new game. Upon second read of the broadcast options, we have risk-reward challenges, which I didn't really think about. I kind of glanced over that, but basically we can choose a risk-reward option. If we select immersive, we face risk-reward challenges, which could be the difference between a place on the podium or finishing outside the points. So I'm just going to throw a hypothetical out there. Pit stop time. We have the option of a slow but safe pit stop, or we could risk going for like a 2-second flat pit stop potentially. But the risk with that is we get a jammed wheel nut or something, or we lose like 20 seconds, or maybe even risk DNFing if it's extreme enough. I'm not too sure, but that sounds really exciting. We can choose to up the risk level to get greater rewards, which is really insane. I have talked about things a little bit similar to this in the past, but having this look really fancy in the broadcast options, broadcast stages of a race is actually really exciting. So I can't wait for that. The RNG steps up to a new level. Wonder if that's going to be in league racing. Okay, so to summarize, and hopefully I've got all these points jotted down. We've got sprint races, which were teased. They're in real life, so they should be in the game. We have Miami, the new track in USA. We have F1 Life and customization with clothing and accessories to personalize your style a little bit off the track, and a branding store, which will be part of that customization. Updated tracks being Abu Dhabi, Australia, and Spain, which all had changes in the last 12 months. We have the updated tire model, which I'm really excited to hear more about. We have the adaptive AI, which changes the difficulty level based on how well you're doing. The new broadcast options, risk versus reward. Really excited to see how that works. VR headset. I'm going to do a lot of videos on that. That'll be really exciting. Practice programs have been changed. That's a minor one, which will hopefully make the flow a little bit nicer at the start of a weekend. And finally, we have the choice of a budget to start your new My Team. That being newcomer, where you basically start off with nothing, finite resources, small budget, slow car, etc. Challenger, and then front runner if you want an easy time of things, which I would not recommend you do. Start at newcomer, be hardcore, like me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you're most excited for with F1 22. Early release date, at least for what I was expecting. Excited to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time for more F1 2022 news. Until then, goodbye.